Are you looking for an easy and pretty crochet stitch? If you are, why not try the Primrose Stitch in crochet? It's beautiful and it's a 2-row repeat crochet stitch. If you're ready to learn, I'm Rachel from Hope Corner Farm, and by day I'm a home ec teacher who teaches hundreds of students how to crochet. And let's grab a hook and some yarn and we'll get crocheting. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so you get notifications of when I post new videos, and don't forget to give me some feedback on this video. Give me a like or a comment, let me know what I did well or things that I could improve upon. For today's tutorial, you're going to have to know how to chain, single crochet, half double crochet, and double crochet stitch. Now I am going to show you briefly how to complete these stitches, but if you need more detailed crochet tutorials, you could check the description below for links to videos that focus solely on those stitches. For today's tutorial, I'm going to use a size J 6.0 millimeter crochet hook as well as some size 4 medium weight yarn in this teal color. Use whatever works best for you. I'm also going to probably need a pair of scissors, and you may also need a yarn needle for weaving in any ends at the end of your project. Today's crochet tutorial is written using US crochet terms. To start, you need to begin by chaining a multiple of 3 plus 2. So what that means is you're going to chain your multiple of 3 first. So I'm going to chain 15. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So 15 is my multiple of 3. After you've chained your multiple of 3, you then add 2 more chains. So here's 1 and 2. We add 2 more because we have a stitch to start and end our rows that is outside of the repeat of the stitch. Now, as far as the primrose stitch goes, your repeat happens over every 3 stitches, so that's why it's a multiple of 3. So again, start by chaining a multiple of 3 plus 2. For row 1, we're going to begin by working into the 3rd chain from the crochet hook, so 1, 2, and 3. I personally am going to work into the back bump of the chain, but you can work into the chain however you normally do. There is no right or wrong way to work into the chain for this stitch. Into that 3rd chain from the crochet hook, you're going to place a single crochet. You're going to chain 2, and then you're going to work another single crochet all in that same chain space. Now we're going to get into the repeat for our row. So our repeat is as follows. We're going to skip 2 chains, and into the 3rd chain we're going to place a single crochet, chain 2, and then another single crochet stitch. And we're going to repeat, skip 2 chains, and into the 3rd we place a single crochet, chain 2, and then another single crochet stitch. And repeat, skip 2 chains, and into the 3rd you place a single crochet, chain 2, single crochet stitch. One more time, skip 1, 2, and into the 3rd we're going to place a single crochet, chain 2, and a single crochet. So you should have 2 chains remaining when you get to the end of the row. When you have those 2 chains remaining, you're going to skip one of them, and into the very last chain of the row you're going to work a half double crochet stitch. So you yarn over, insert into the chain, yarn over, pull through, and then pull through all 3 of them. And that completes row 1. Don't be worried if your row is bowing a little bit here in the first couple of rows. It will straighten out the more rows you get. Row 2, we're going to start by chaining 2, and then we turn our work. Into the very first stitch, we're going to work a double crochet. So we yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now keep in mind the chain 2 does not count in our stitch count. We're going to kind of ignore it. The first stitch that we count in our stitch count is this first double crochet that we worked here. Now we're going to get into the repeat for our row, and the repeat is worked into the chain 2 spaces across. So everywhere where it bumps up is where we're going to work these stitches. So into that chain 2 space, the chain 2 space is right here in between my thumbs. Into that chain 2 space, we're going to work 3 double crochets. So here's 1. We're going to put a second one in there. And we're going to put a third one in there. So we have 3 double crochets all worked into that chain 2 gap. Now we're going to repeat and skip to the next chain 2 gap and do the same. We're going to put 3 double crochets into it. So there's 1, 2, 3 double crochets, skip to the next chain 2 gap and work 1, 2, 3 double crochets into it, go to the next one and place 3 double crochets into it. Come over here to the last chain 2 gap and work 3 double crochets into it. And then into the very last stitch of the row, which on this row is the skipped chains, we're going to place a double crochet stitch. So this is the first single crochet we put into the row. So we're going right next to it into the chains next to it. And into those chains, we're going to place a double crochet stitch. For row 3, we're going to start by chaining 1 and then turning our work. Into the very first stitch, we're going to place a half double crochet stitch. Now we're going to get into our repeat for the row, and our repeat for the row is as follows. We're going to work into the middle double crochet of each set of 3 double crochets from the previous row. So remember, we worked 3 double crochets into those chain 2 spaces. Into that middle or second double crochet stitch of each set of 3, we're going to place a single crochet, chain 2, and then a single crochet all into that second double crochet of the 3 double crochet set. We're going to skip to the next set. Into the top of this one, we place a single crochet, chain 2, and then a single crochet stitch. Come to the next set. Into the top of this double crochet, we place a single crochet, chain 2, and then another single crochet. And we repeat into the top of this one, single crochet, chain 2, and a single crochet. Skip over to this set. Into the top of this double crochet, we place a single crochet, chain 2, and then a single crochet. When you get to the end of the row, you should have 2 stitches remaining. So you're going to skip 1 stitch, and into the very last stitch of the row, you're going to place a half double crochet stitch. Just a note that half double crochets worked into the top of the double crochet that started the previous row. Those chain 2s from the previous row do not count in your stitch count, so we're not working into them. We're simply ignoring them. And that completes row 3. For row 4, it's almost exactly like row 2. There's just a slight difference, so it's considered a little bit different. For row 4, we're going to start by chaining 2, turning our work, and placing a double crochet in that very first stitch. Our repeat for the row is as follows. We're going to work into those chain 2 gaps only from the previous row. So into those chain 2 gaps from the previous row, we're going to place 3 double crochets. So here's 1, 2, and 3. Go to the next chain 2 gap and place 3 more double crochets. Go to the next gap and place 3 more double crochets. skip over here, go to the next gap, and place 3 more double crochets. Come to this gap, place 3 more double crochet stitches. So again, we're only working into the chain 2 gaps from the previous row until we get to the very end of the row. When we get to the end of the row, we have 2 stitches remaining. We're going to skip one, and into the very last stitch of the row, we're going to place a regular double crochet stitch to end our row. And that completes row 4. For the remainder of your project using the Primrose Stitch, you're simply going to keep alternating row 3, row 4, row 3, row 4. This is now a 2-row repeat crochet stitch. As far as the finishing row goes for this stitch, you could end after a row 4, which is what this is right here, and you can see what the top and the bottom look like compared to that. Or you could end after a repeat of row 3, and that's what this looks like. I actually kind of prefer ending after a row 3. I feel like it matches the bottom a little bit better. So you can do whatever you would like. End after a repeat of row 3, or after a repeat of row 4. Do whatever works best for you. And that's how to Primrose Stitch and Crochet. I hope you guys found this tutorial helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so you get notifications of when I post new videos. And if you're looking for another crochet stitch like this, you could check out my floret stitch tutorial right here. And I hope you have a wonderful day.